Today we're going to be ranking different ways to handle internet drama. We've all been invested, at least somewhat, in internet drama at some point because it's scandalous, it's entertaining, it ruins people's lives, it's fun. Not that ruining people's lives is fun, but it is fun sometimes. Alright, here's the categories that we will use. When I wrote these down, I realized that as far as different tactics to deal with internet drama, there hasn't really been any innovations in the last 10 years. It all revolves around either apologizing, denying / defending yourself, or lashing out against the accuser. I would say that YouTube boxing has been the most innovative coping mechanism that we've seen in a while. I really don't want to accidentally give Jake Paul a W though. And the idea of fighting over your disagreements is just appropriated from cavemen and public schools. Just like how Cody Ko completely avoiding the controversy is a pretty rare strategy for the internet, but he just stole that from politicians, the most respected and loved members of our society. This is a good time to clarify that I'm not going to be ranking the specific response of the people in the pictures. They're just there for an example. I'm going to be ranking that method on a contraceptive level, conceptualative level. So get your notepads out, boys, because we get pretty intellectual on here. Okay, speaking of Cody Ko, let's just start with that one. Doing nothing. I also like to call this response the cyber coma. Can we all just agree that this fucking sucks? Okay, good. F tier. Next. Except wait. That is my knee-jerk response, but I think some of that might be recency bias because the Cody Ko situation was not too long ago. And like I said, we're not looking at specific situations. We're just looking at the concept of planting your head in the dirt and going dark. And historically, it works a surprising amount of time. It's pretty annoying. It's not cathartic. There's no closure. But objectively, I think I have to put it in D tier. Alright, I'm back outside for no reason. Also, it started raining, so not a great idea. It's really... And there's the rain coming back. I've never seen a helicopter. Diss tracks really saw their peak from 2014 to 2017, I think. I don't know. That sounds about right. Yeah. And I think I know kind of why they fell out of style and where boxing events took over their spot. And it's when you look at all these other response options, even the one we just talked about with Cody Ko. The audience isn't really getting what they want out of that, but it kind of works out for the person under fire, a lot of the times at least. With diss tracks, it's almost the opposite. The audience gets what they want. It's very entertaining, but the person making the diss track, it doesn't work out a lot of the times. I'm back inside because the more I thought about this, the more I realized that this could be its own video. So it's at least getting its own segment. Expenses. Number one is expenses. Posting a diss track takes a lot of money and time and effort, especially when you compare it to other ways of dealing with internet drama, like live stream ranting to your audience for 20 minutes or fake crying to your camera for 20 minutes. It's raining. Number two is risk. It is risky posting a diss track. First of all, there are millions of people around the world who involuntarily cringe when they hear big YouTubers sing or rap for the first time. So you're fighting an uphill battle from the start if you're trying to seem cool. The third reason is skill. There's skill involved in this response that isn't required in the others. You don't have to spend years of your life learning how to be a good apologizer or learning how to defend yourself against some false accusation. You just have to be genuine and truthful, and you should be fine. But with rapping, you do need to spend a significant amount of time developing that skill, or you'll just have to hire a ghostwriter and spend more money just for it to come out later that you got one, and it won't even be worth it at that point. The fourth and final reason is Drake fans. There are Drake fans out there that still say that he won. That means no matter how good your diss track is, there will be a lot of people that say you still lost. Kendrick himself could have written a diss track against Rice Gum, and there would have been people that were like, I don't know, man, Rice Gum was kind of cooking with that Disney Channel flow bar. So yes, I can see why diss tracks have kind of fallen out of style, but personally, I love to see the effort. Does anybody else kind of have a soft spot for these things? And if you do the impossible, if you pull it off well, then it's pretty special. So I'm going to put it in A tier. YouTube boxing events. You know, I could say a lot of stuff about this. I'm going to try to keep it short because we spent a lot of time on the diss tracks. And also because it's kind of depressing to me. Like, if you would have told me back in 2015 that in a few years all these YouTubers were going to be boxing it out instead of these lame-ass diss tracks, I would have been so hype, not realizing that I was really living the glory days. Unfortunately, we've all seen what these events almost immediately turned into, which is just like a performative money grab where they just dance around the ring and get millions of dollars. I guess it's another one of those great for them, sucks for us kind of ways to handle the drama, even though it's just made up drama in the first place to sell more tickets. Yeah, the more I talk about it, the lower it's getting in my head. It's definitely below diss tracks for me. I'm between B and C, but honestly, it's such a wasted opportunity. I'm putting it in C tier. Okay, long form expose videos. I'm not exactly sure the definition of expose, but that feels like it's right. These are going to be like your content cop type videos. It's kind of like an ambush tactic. The other person doesn't really see it coming. You can spend months, if you want to, crafting your video and dissecting every little issue you have with the person. And as a bonus, these usually do very well on YouTube. But you can run into a couple issues with these. For one, if you're not the first person to break the news to the public, then there's already going to be like 50 AI scripted videos, 45 minutes long each, covering every single thing that you were going to say. Even if it's about you, it doesn't matter. And also, if you get something wrong in this video, or like multiple things wrong, it does look pretty bad. It kind of looks intentional. Like, if you took the time to go and interview the guy's middle school history teacher to find out that he turned in an assignment late one time, but you didn't double check the random guy on your Discord saying that he blew up a hospital, the script kind of gets flipped onto you there. So with that being said, it's going into B tier. All right, apology videos, finally, a short one. We're talking no music. We're talking lapses in judgment. We're talking sighing when you turn the camera on and saying, hey guys. They are pretty iconic at this point, but they're iconic for sucking. So they're gonna go in D tier. Just, they're a little bit better than doing nothing. What the? How did I get outside? What the? Okay, these are the other type of apology videos. With apology videos, there's a lot of good ones, there's a lot of bad ones. I don't know why I said there's a lot of good ones. That's not true. They're like 90% bad. But these are the ones that are actually good, where there's like genuine remorse and growth. It's not what I would do. It sounds hard. I would do the boxing. Well, I don't think I would do that either. I don't know what my best strategy would be for handling drama. Guys, let me know below, like, with my build stats and IQ stats, what I should go for. IQ stats being pretty low, muscle stats being pretty low. Anyways, this is a good one. It's rare, but it's good. So I'm gonna put it in A tier with diss tracks. Okay, sweet. This is our last one. I was about to say, I'm running out of time here. Guys, I've been scrambling to get these videos out the past few weeks. I kind of forgot about Gremlin Mode. You've probably been looking at Gremlin Mode wondering what that is. It's F tier. I'll go ahead and tell you, so we can just start with that. How would I describe it? Gremlin Mode is when it's kind of like if you pulled a Cody Co and went dark, except you never really go dark. You keep poking your head in the door to kind of see where everybody's at. It's really annoying. You obviously don't care about what you did. You're just like wondering when it's okay to like come back and everybody's fine. And a lot of people will be fine in your audience that just don't care, which is another annoying part about it. So that's going Gremlin Mode for me. The Gremlins usually did something pretty bad too. So that adds to it as well. It's F tier. I was just thinking to myself, well, I guess we don't have an S tier option, but I think we do actually. I think I figured it out. If you're online making videos and you keep finding yourself in some sort of drama, then try making videos on topics like, why isn't alligator wrestling an Olympic sport? Why Flo from Progressive would beat every other insurance spokesperson in a fight? Why no one can beat your high score in Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin? Just some examples. Trust me, these aren't controversial. Nobody's gonna pay attention. Sure, the algorithm might prefer a little bit more trendy topics, but hey, look at me. You know, But hey, look at me. I'm doing great. Guys, thank you for watching this far. Make sure to like me and subscribe me. And also, right quick, my last video on Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin was very random, yes, but I think it's the best video I've made yet, honestly. So go ahead and check that out if you haven't. Maybe it's blown up since I've recorded this. It has 53 views right now, so probably not.